Hello everyone, this is Gunavan from GR Tech School. In this video, we're going to build a simple program that is going to automatically generate certificates based on the given list. So this program is going to be very fun. For example, it's going to automate boring stuff that is going to be automatically generates lots of certificates based on the given list. So this is a completed project. So first of all, we're going to see what we're going to build in this project. So here is a simple folder called generated images. So we have simple certificate template. We have a list of names. Okay, based on this list of names, this program is going to generate certificates like this. So it's going to enter their name on this field, and it's also going to create certificates based on their name, like, and so on and so forth. So that's the things that we're going to do in this video. And before we begin the project, I want to tell you some things. This repository is already available on my GitHub. For example, this has been nicely documented, and it has been released as an open source project. Therefore you can take this project and you can okay guys, now we're going to dive into the development process of this project. So okay guys, before we jump into the development process, we just need to run this program to see its behavior. So this project is already available on my GitHub, like I said before. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run this program to see how it works. So first of all, I deleted the previously entered data, and now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run this script to see what's happening. So first of all, I'm opening my CMT, I'm typing run.py. So when I entering, it's processing the file. So what it's doing is just generating certificates. It's generating a lot of certificates based on the name list that has been given to this system. So this is the name data which has been given as a text file. So what does this system is doing? Just collecting the data, collecting this name from this text file, and using this template as a base component, and using this template as a base component is generating text and is generating certificates and so on and so forth. So this system is pretty cool. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to learn to build this system. So first of all, we're going to create a folder behind it, and we're going to replicate, we're going to recode this code. We're going to recode this project. So I'm creating a folder called certificate Python program. Okay, and after that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy some necessary things from this folder. So what I need the base certificates. Okay, I'm copy this base certificate, and I'm also I need to create a folder here, so to store the generated certificate. So I'm giving the name as generated certificate data. So what we're going to do, we're going to store all of the data here. And next, what I need to do, I just need to create a simple Python file inside the created folder. So certificate Python program. So I create a run.py. Okay, run.py to build the system. So now there's no code in it, so because we need to write all of the code from here to here. Okay, so here's the empty script that we're going to loop through. Okay guys, and the next things that I want to tell you is I also need the name list. So I also need a name list, therefore I'm creating a new name list here. So the name list is name list data. Okay, so I have to have some sample data, therefore I'm opening my previous data. I'm going to copy some data from this document to paste into the new file. Okay, and now everything is good to go to write the program. I hope this is my new file. Inside my new file, I have some sample data. We're going to create lots of certificates based on this sample data. Then what we're going to do, we're going to copy and paste. We're going to save all of the generated certificates into this folder. Okay, I would just want to change the view because it's annoying me. Oh, I hate this view. Okay, done. So I'm opening this folder. I'm opening this script, so I'm gonna start to write the program. So I'm importing the cv2 is going to be the major program. So I'm creating a simple list. Then what I'm gonna do, then creating a simple list, I'm gonna create a function called data cleanup. So data cleanup, clean up the data. Okay, I'm creating a function called clean up the data. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to read this file. I'm going to read this file and just clean those data and add those data to this list. So in order to do that, what I need to do, I want to loop through that. First of all, I open this file. In order to open this file in Python, I need to use the file handling method. Therefore, I'm using with open and the name of the file. So the name of the file to open, then we are giving as a file. Okay, so the file name that I'm going to open is this name list data. So I'm going to store it like .txt. So now the data has been, for example, now the file has been opened. So what we did this in this line, we just opened this document, we just opened this simple list. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to loop through this. So in order to loop through this, I have to type for and line in file. So I'm just printing to show what's inside it. So we need to call this method. So I call that method, and if I run that, and what's going to happen, so okay, and I'm gonna run it, Python 1. So this is what I get. So when I execute this program, I'm getting the data, I'm getting the text in it. So every text, every details, every name in this list is going to print into this CMT, you can see. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I just need to close this because that's not my, okay. So next, what I'm gonna do, I just need to do a simple cleanup. That you can notice there are many white spaces here. So I just need to clean up this white space. So in order to clean up this white space, I have to use the command stripe. The stripe is going to clean all of the white space. It's going to make much better now. Okay, now what we have done so far, we just loop through this list, loop through this simple list file. Okay, simple text file. Then we add all of the line to this list by striping it. Striping means removing the white space, and we are calling this function. So next, what we need to do, we just need to write the main concept, that is generate certificates. Okay, and what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to loop through this list. Okay, in order to loop through that list, I'm typing for and name in list of names. Then what I'm going to do, list of names and print name. So I'm just printing the list of names. So I'm also calling this method here. So if I execute, it's gonna do the same thing, but this time this data comes from here. So before that, I made a simple mistake. I just want to append this line into this list. Okay, before I do this. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to type list.names.append. So make sure to change it like this and type line. So now every data is going to enter into this list. Okay, now I'm just looping this list in this method. Okay, in this method I'm looping this list. So I'm typing name in list name and printing the name. Now if I execute, and I can see all of the data has been presented, but I also need to stripe it to remove the white spaces. Okay, now everything is fine. So I just remove the white space, just open up this simple text, just open up this simple text and just loop line by line, then add each line to this list by removing the white space, and I just created a simple method. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to loop through this list. Then I just need to read the I just need to read the I just need to read this, I just need to read this simple template here. Okay, therefore I'm typing template, and in the template I'm going to type cv2.read imread. Imread means it is a function that we use to read images in OpenCV. I just copy and paste and typing the name, and now the data, now the template, the template is read here. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to write this image into this folder, inside this folder. Now it is in a loop, so we're going to loop everything and we're going to store all of the data into this folder. So therefore I'm using the imwrite method. In the imwrite method I'm going to use a single quotes because I'm going to use a function. I'm typing name.jpg, I'm storing the name, then I want to give this template, then I also want to give this path. Okay, therefore I am giving this path to generated certificate data. Inside the generated certificates data, I need to save this image based on the name which has been given, which has been get by this from this list. Then what I'm doing, I'm just saving the template. So if we run the program now, what's going to happen, we're going to get all of the certificates in this folder. That you can see everyone's certificates is generated, but the program did not finish yet, because we are just generating certificate with their name, but we didn't add their name into this bar. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to add their name into this bar. In order to do that, we have to use the put text method. Okay, so to use the put text method, we have to type cv2.put text. And where do you want to put? I want to put in the template. And what do you want to put? I want to put this name. Then I want to tell where to put it. So in order to put where, we have to open up this, we have to get the coordinates, the right coordinates of this bar. In order to get it, open up the main template in with Paint, and you can see the coordinates here easily. And now you can see, watch out this bottom. So in the bottom, when I move the mouse cursor, it shows the X and Y coordinates. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to place my cursor here, and it shows the exact place that I want to put the image. I want to put the text. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give this coordinates. This is I hope the 850 and 1500 is going to be best coordinates for that. So I'm going to type this. So I'm going to type 815 and 1015 as a coordinates. Next, what I want to do, I just want to tell which font I want to use. So I'm telling I want to use the normal font. Then I want to tell the scale, so I'm going to scale it to 5. Then I just want to tell the color, I'm going to use the red color, therefore I'm typing this. And next, what I want to do, I just want to tell the thickness. Then after the thickness, I want to tell the line. Okay, once we enter the line, so what we need to do now, if we run this program, it's going to generate the certificates. So far what we did, so we are just using a put text method to copy and paste, entering the text into the certificate. Now I'm going to execute the program to see the output. So it's now executing. So when I open the folder, you can see it's generating the text. Now you can see the project has been almost complete. But now what we're going to do, we're just going to do some cleanup on the project. Okay, and so far what we have done, we have write this simple script to automatically generate certificates using Python. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show some indication, like for example in the previous projects. For example, if we run the previous project, this projects, what's going to happen, it's saying processing 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so forth. So we need to implement the same functionality in our developed one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do that. In order to do that, I just need to do a simple thing. So what we are doing here, this is the list. Okay, and I'm again explaining the source code. This is a simple OpenCV, and then we clean up the data. Once we clean up the data, we append those data into this list. Then we generate a certificate using this method. In this function, what we are doing, we are just looping this list, and then we load the template, the basic template which is here, and load the template and enter the name which has given by this loop. So it's just a loop. It's looping over and over again. For example, when the first time this program executes, what's going to happen, it's going to have this name, okay, and it's going to have this name here. Then enter that name according to this position, according to this coordinates, then save it. Then second loop execute. When the second time execute, it's going to be this, okay. Then it's going to add the text and save, then again and again. So this is how it works. So now we need to get the index. In order to get the index of a list, we need to type this, for example, index. Then we should emulate this one. So okay, now we are emulating this. Okay, now if I print the index, now I get the index of each item. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just using a simple sentence like processing, and do like this. I'm going to use f string to replace some variables. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy and put the index, then I type the length of this variable. I'm in this variable, okay. Now if we place it and if we run it, so what's going to happen, we can notice that the list is working perfectly. So now you can see processing 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. But we can notice one mistake, that is it start from 0. So we need to start from 1, but computers start from 0. So in order to start from 1, we have to do +1. So now if we execute the program, it's going to start from 1 to 25, okay. And so I hope I have covered pretty much everything you need to know about this certificate generating in Python. Okay guys, before we finish up the tutorial, I want to tell you the firstly developed script is available on my GitHub that you can download from the link. So, and this code is much cleaner than the code that we developed now, but the same logic, but I have added some code qualities. Now the code is readable and it's developed in a perfect way. This code is available on my GitHub, and you can also visit my GitHub to see more project, and I hope this would be very beneficial to visit. And I hope if we open up my GitHub, and there are some repository that you can clone, and there are some repository publicly available and that you can use it. And for example, in the next video, I think I'm going to choose a repository from here to explain what is as a next content. I'm going to choose a repository from here to explain in the next video. So it may be the face mask detector. So I have also a repository of face mask detector. So maybe it will be explained, or otherwise this is another complicated system which is developed in C# with OpenCV and Python. So this is automatic attendance system with face recognition. Maybe it will be explained in the next video. Maybe I have another project called Thermology, which is a very big project. The aim of this project is to build a thermal digital assistant in build a thermal digital assistant. Maybe this project walkthrough will be happen. So, and it has its own model, but this model is in English, but there's a translation happening between the models when it's during the runtime. So maybe I will explain about this project, or I will explain about this project, or I will explain about any other project from my GitHub from the next tutorial. I hope to see you in the next tutorial, and thank you very much for watching this video. This is Gunnar Raghulan from Jira Tech School.